1, 2, 3, 4.
Down, 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 down.
Working as a waitress in a cocktail bar, I met you. I picked you out, I shook you up, I turned you around, I turned you into something new. Now 5 years later on, you've got the one at your feet. Success has been so easy for you. But don't forget it's me who put you where you are now. I can bring you back down to don't you want to now? You know I don't believe it when I hear that you won't see me. Don't you want now? You know I don't believe it when you say that you don't need me. It's much too late to find. When you think you change your mind, you better change it back or we will both be sorry. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Don't you want me? Don't you want me now? Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Don't you want me? I was working as a waitress in a cocktail bar. Oh, that's much I do. But even then I knew I'd find a much better place, either with or without you. All the 5 years we've had have been such good times. Oh, I still love you. But now I think it's time I leave my life on my own. It's simply just what I must do. Don't you want now? You know I don't believe it when I hear that you won't see me. Don't you want now? You know I don't believe it when you say that you don't need me. It's much too late to find. When you change your mind, you better change it back or we will both be sorry. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Don't you want me at all? Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Don't you want me at all? Be sorry. Don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Don't you want me? Oh, now don't you want me, baby? Don't you want me? Don't you want me? Oh, down, 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 down,
Alright, I know we're back after the break, but just give me a second. I'm wondering if our roof is still on in the studio. It's still there, but these guys definitely brought the house down. And today in the studio, we have the premier male a cappella group right all the way from Oxford University, and they are Out of the Blue. Now, the performance you saw just before I came on, I know you're sad to see me, but what to do? They couldn't perform for the entire show, but the male a cappella group that you just saw, they are here in our studio and they've been touring Sri Lanka, and we are lucky to have them here on MTV Sports as well. Now, Out of the Blue started way back in the year 2000 actually, but since then they've gone international. They've performed in Japan, Spain, Scandinavia and the USA, and they've performed to everyone from school kids to presidents and everyone in between. And they also have a lot of performance experience because they have performed for private, intimate functions and parties, as well as on a very exciting show called Britain's Got Talent, where they were also a semi-finalist. So we have the legit group right here, ladies and gentlemen, and they are the real deal, and I am going to introduce them to you right now, because I am the lucky person who gets to sit next to 7 handsome gentlemen, and there are 7 more who are coming on in the next segment as well. So good morning, welcome to Good Morning Sri Lanka.
Good morning.
Hi, hello. So to introduce them, we're going to launch the Out of the Blue speed dating service. So I'm going to be dating all of you all. just 30 seconds each. Alright, so let's start with you, Hansel. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you doing?
I'm good. So tell me your name, where you're from.
My name is Patrick. I'm originally from Chicago, but I'm studying abroad at Oxford for my master's in anthropology. Wow. And I like long walks on the beach, and I love Sri Lankan food, so...
Yeah, we have something in common there then. Well, I'll get back to you, but right after I get to this handsome gentleman.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
My name is Salali.
Salali.
I am a tenor too, and I study medicine.
Wow.
And I was actually born in Glasgow in Scotland, but I now study in Oxford. And you look very beautiful this morning.
Thank you, Salali. Oh, I think he scored some brownie points on you, Patrick, but that's okay, that's
Cheap
okay.
shot.
And we have the next gentleman with the pretty blue eyes. So tell me, how are you this morning?
Very well, how are you?
And introduce yourself.
I'm Donal. I am a second year studying chemistry in Oxford. I'm originally from Dublin, so I'm Irish, but now I live in Oxford and go to university there. And I enjoy moonlit dinners.
Oh, so do I. We have something in common there. All right then. And the next gent. Hello.
Hi there, my name's Rob. I'm 19 years old. I do a lot of music. I'm a first year. I study music at Oxford University. I've actually just turned 19 out here, and I wasn't with my family, so I'm still looking for a birthday present.
But how was your birthday celebration here in Sri Lanka?
It was really nice, actually. The guys all sang to me and bought me a cake. It's really nice.
I'm sure that you can do that really well. Yeah.
Surprisingly not.
Ouch. I'm sorry, guys. We'll get back to you all. But next we have, your name is Ollie, right?
Yes, I'm Ollie.
Ollie, hi.
Hi. I'm the music director of this group this year, so it's my responsibility to sort of whip them into shape. Or try to anyway. Some of them are really hard.
He doesn't mean that. Ollie doesn't mean that, guys.
But yeah, I actually don't like moonlit dinners very much. So if you don't want Donal, then I'm
I have options here. Don't worry, I have plenty of options here. And the next gent. Hi. Good morning to you.
I'm Josh. Nice to meet you. I've just finished my first year studying English. I'm from a town called Wickham, which is in between Oxford and London. And again, I'm not partial to the moonlit dinner, but I do spend a lot of time knitting clothes, so I'm sure I can knit you a lovely outfit.
You know, the thing with being in a tropical country is that knit clothes are a very big attraction over here.
Every day. It works out.
That can work, actually. I'll get back to you on that. Give me your email address after the show. All right, and finally we have the gentleman on the left.
My name is Ilias.
Hi.
I'm a second year at Oxford, and I study history and politics. And in my spare time when I'm not singing with these lovely guys, I spend a lot of my time directing plays and doing drama. And I don't necessarily like moonlit dinners, but I do like moonlit walks on the beach.
All right, so a lot of moonlit events going on in our studio today.
What can I say?
We're not nocturnal.
You do have a life during the day, right?
Yeah.
But I'm guessing that singing takes up a lot of your time.
We're inside studying all day, so we don't get that much.
Yeah, because Oxford University is actually known for their academics, isn't it? Oxford University is a very serious place for academics,
really?
Isn't it? Or you lucked out and you got into Oxford University, is it?
Not for us.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. So while I choose, because I've got to, give the guys in the next segment a fair chance as well. All right. So you were semi-finalists on Britain's Got Talent, and that's where you really went big, right? But you started in 2000. So tell us about how Out of the Blue started up and how you all got together, because you guys were not the original group, if I'm correct.
No.
So if someone can tell me how it started out.
Yeah, well, the group actually changes every year. Like, about half the group members graduate or have to go back to studying because they've been failing their degrees while singing with Out of the Blue. So we hold auditions every fall. But it started in 2000 by an American visiting student. So I feel this kindred connection because I'm American, so I feel like, you know, I'm carrying the torch for him. But he was a postgraduate at Oxford and wanted to kickstart a cappella in the United Kingdom because it was sort of a new thing then. And I think the group has been really good in sort of being trailblazers and doing something kooky and fun and encouraging people around the world to follow suit.
So, you guys started out just as a fun group, but you seriously, because a cappella, as you mentioned, wasn't something that was big in the university. I think you guys were the first people to actually start it in Oxford and the universities in that area, right?
We were the first group to start an all-male group.
Okay.
So before us, there was an all-female group, and I think there was also a group of boys and girls. But there's a particular sound and a particular vibe that comes with being an all-male group, and so we were the first ones in Oxford to start that.
Now, Glee is a popular show here in Sri Lanka, and you know, I'm sure you get these questions about, you know, the Dalton Academy Warblers, and they're popular, but you guys actually started it out back in 2000, right?
Yeah, we're the originals.
You're the originals. We have the originals right here in the studio with us. And so, a cappella, you never go for instruments, is it?
Never.
Everything you just heard on your screen was done without the aid of any instruments. You had beatboxers. We have another guy called Danny who's coming in the next segment, and he was just red in the face and he was going for it, man. He was going for it. That and a lot of kooky choreography going on as well.
Yeah.
So is that a tradition? You choreograph it to bring in an element of comedy into the whole act?
Yeah.
I think it depends on the song, but we've always had some songs that are more fun and more jokey, where we have more choreography. We do a version of Don't Stop Me Now by Queen as well, where we have a plane and a boat and all sorts of things in that. But then sometimes we do a sort of slower song where we'll stand more still. And so I think it's the variety that makes a cappella fun, is that we can do fast, fun songs, and we can do slow songs, and we can do big epic songs, and we can do love songs. So we can kind of do everything because we're not relying on instruments.
Exactly.
Out of the Blue prides itself on being as much a visual show as it is a musical concert. So,
And speaking of the visual show, now we'll be going into your audition for Britain's Got Talent in just a minute, but let me ask you. So, you just performed Don't You Want Me Baby, right? And Ilyas, you had to pretend to be the waitress in the song. That's a female character, and bringing that out in an all-male group. So, how do you work that out? And do you have people who always play the female? They're stuck with that part, they can't get out of it.
It's funny you say that.
Yeah, the great thing about it is often the female parts in songs are often quite high. So it always matches up that the people who sing the highest in the group often end up playing those roles. Which is quite sad, because I wish I got to play a girl every once in a while, but I can't sing those notes.
Yeah. You don't want to see that.
Yeah, I've pulled my hair and everything.
Yes. You really make a cute girl. No, I mean, you make a very handsome boy as well. We will speak about those candle dinners afterwards. But right now, let's go and see what you did back in 2011 for Britain's Got Talent when you auditioned.